Alright, so I'm just doing a quick little video to show my dog MJ about Planetside 2. It's playing the game, not really the game, but just the fundamentals, what you should be doing as a new player, especially early on, what you should be looking for, how to navigate the menus and stuff like that, and all that smooth jazz. So, start the game, you feel me? I would say to watch these videos that's on here, this new player guide, this too. I would say to watch these if you want, but I'm gonna try to give it to you as quick as possible right now. Oh yeah, the game is always gonna launch in window, but if you hit Alt Enter, it'll go full screen. Hopefully I didn't just break my recording, but I'm about to see right now. Alright, so you make your character, you make your faction. We're gonna go with pink for now, or purple. Your boy Pink though, cat girl lifestyle. You already know what it is, baby. So when you spawn in, you always gonna initially spawn in at the sanctuary. Sanctuary is like it's basically like the home base. There's a couple shops here which I'm gonna show you. And then some of the stuff for the missions, like the campaign missions, which I'm gonna show you in the menus in a second. Some of that shit is in here. This don't really serve no purpose though, besides just 69 nice. So yeah, when you're a member, you get free certs. And then since I logged off during the Prime Alert last time, this is my search for the Prime Alert. Because if you only do like half of the Prime Alert, then you still get the money from it. Because when you do the whole thing, you get, I think it's 150, and then if you got the boost, you get the extra half. So 69. That's how long I was on for the part of it, and then I got the 35 boost, and then ISO. That's actually I'm gonna just not even say that. All right, so we got 6 different currencies in the game. I know there's a lot of game currencies, but it kind of makes sense. I don't think it's like the best, but it's definitely not the worst. I mean, it's all right. So the merit, that's like you get it when you cap the bases. This merit, it's not really that useful. I'm gonna show you the shop where you spend the merit. You could get like some skins and some simple stuff. You don't really buy. You can get a couple guns with it, but you don't really buy guns. You really buy like utility stuff with it. A7. The dev was talking about removing this from the game. It's still in there, but there's a couple of guns you could buy and some skins. I think too. I think you can get one skin with the A7. But again, they haven't really put out a lot of ways to get A7. I only got 13 on this character, and that's from 0 to 50 or 47. So A7, I wouldn't really think about A7 too much, just because, like I said, they ain't really doing shit with this. And then you got the nanites. Nanites is like, all right. So anything that's considered a force multiplier is gonna cost nanites. So force multiplier, that's like basically like your tanks, explosives, your vehicles, anything that make one person more than one person, basically. So I'm gonna show you some shit with that too. There's a lot of things that cost nanites in the game, and this is the way like they try to balance how much like overpowered shit you can use basically with the nanites. So if you pull too many tanks, like if you pull 2 tanks in a row, you can't pull a third one for a long time. The nanites come back, I think it's every 30 minutes, the next deposit. Yeah, I think it's 30 minutes, but you don't get nanites when you're in this area that I'm in. To hit that menu I was just at, you hit tab. This have your whole little breakdown. It's pretty straightforward. KD, score per hour, and then this will be like the leaderboard when you go to a base. I'll show you a little bit later. What's the next currency? This is the actual pay-to-win currency right here. This is the cash. You buy it with money. $10 is 1,000 coins. Then the certs. The certs is the main currency of the game. So the way it works is, for every X amount of XP you get a cert for it. So certs is basically directly tied to how much you do in the game. So the more kills you get, not only kills, like everything, give you certs. You know what I mean? So even if you healing people, if you fix the tank. I don't remember how much it is for every one cert, but after a certain amount, you get one cert. I think it's 25. After 25 experience, you get one cert. So certs is basically, how can I say? That's your currency. This is the main currency right here. This is how you upgrade 90% of things in the game. So the money in game is tied to the experience, like the experience that you get, which I think is interesting. I think it's a good way to do it. So I actually fought with the cert system. And then you got ISO. Now you seen on my little thing right here, I also got ISO. ISO is used to craft the perks. They basically like Call of Duty perks. Although Call of Duty perks is probably a little bit better. You see these are the two perks I'm using right here. I'm using Battle Hardened and Athlete, but it's a lot of them. I only got some on this account, but let me see if I can show you. I'll show you in the shop when I go to the shop. It's a place where you buy them, and then you see you use the ISO, the green, to upgrade your perks, whichever one you want to use. You get target focus and another one for free. I think it's safeguard. But those are the two ones that you start out with. There's a lot more than this. I only have a little bit on this character. I have more on my NC. We're gonna look at the character thing in a second, but I just wanted to mention that. So those are the currencies right there. Boom, bam, pow. All right, so you spawn in the game. You don't know where the fuck to go. You use these little terminals right here. I can't shoot my gun here. You use these terminals here to go to the maps. You know, you got your estimate here, quotes here. This is like a little training map. This would be good for you if you want to just like ride around, get your feet, because there's nobody here. I guarantee you, this is only one person. It won't really be nobody there ever. And then, you know, you got estimate one of the main continents, these four right here. The first four is the main continents, and then this quotes here really only be open in the morning. The time right now is 7:30 something, so it's pretty early in the game, pretty dead. But anyways, we're gonna show you the shops real quick. It's 3 shops in total. You can use these to get like boosters, to get some weapons, like miscellaneous stuff mostly. I'll show you right now. This is the A7.
They slick implants. What you need? I got it.
Implants. So like I said, it's a lot of these shits, and they all cost these right here, you know, they all cost ISO. It's also a way to buy like boxes. Oh, these are boxes right here. You see, you can buy the boxes with certs or with ISO, and then you roll. I think you get 4 boxes, or you get 4 implants per box. I'm not gonna buy one now because I ain't got no Fedia. But I think you get either 3 or 4 implants per box on this one. This one have 9. This one have 3. This one recycler. I don't know. But yeah, these how you get the boxes right here. I've never actually bought this, so I don't know what it does. I think it's just a regular box too, though. This guy, I think he just talks. Oh, this is how you buy the A7 stuff. So, like, none of this is really like these guns are like kind of meme guns. I got this showdown right here. It's like a meme gun, but it's good. It's like some stupid shit. I got this camo right here too. It's actually pretty fue. I can't afford it here, but don't really worry about A7. I think they're gonna change A7 again. Playing this account now to level 50, I only have 13 A7. So I'll say don't worry about A7 right now. No pun intended. And then this
How
right
can
here,
we help?
These are the expedition people. So when you join an outfit, in this case, I'm in my own outfit or my own whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it's called outfit. So I'm in my own outfit. So as an outfit, you get resources, and you get to craft certain like tools for you to use in battle. These anvils right here, let's see if I got the description. You could drop a vehicle, a flash, a tank. You could pretty much drop any vehicle with these right here. The steel rain is basically like if you got a platoon, like 8 people, like everybody get respawned, and then they all respawn at the same place. It's pretty cool. I'll show you that if we ever see it when I'm playing. I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool, but I'll question its effectiveness, but it looks cool. Then the Citadel shield, it's like a big one-way shield. You've probably seen it on the battle already, You've probably seen it on the battlefield already. Like a big ass one-way shield. You can shoot through it if you're inside, but you can't shoot through it if you're outside. These can be clutch, but they can also be absolutely godforsaken. So it's a bit of a 50-50 with this. It depends on who's putting it down. And then the orbital strike is a nuke. Ain't really like too complicated as a nuke. Colossus is the counter to this Bastion ship here. And then all this stuff is like Bastion stuff. And then this is how you convert the resources. As a new player, you're not really going to look into this, but it's how you convert the resources. So you can make blue with the green, and then you make purple with the blue, so you get all the resources. And you can craft discounts for bases and stuff like that. How long these take? 5 minutes. All right, I would have made one, but it takes too long. And then yeah, so that's this. You're not really gonna use this one a lot unless you have an outfit. And then this right here is where you buy stuff with merit. Merit is you get the merit from taking bases. Taking and defending a base will give you X amount of merit, either 25, 100. I think you get 200 from some bases. Then you get boosters, experience booster, nanite boosters. These boosters also give you extra money when you finish the alert. So, all right. So you see, I got the 69, and then I got the 3500. If you buy one of these boosters and pop it when the alert ends or as it's ending, you'll get the bonus too. So it's a way to get some free certs. Basically, get 50% more certs. Then you got some decals here. I've never bought any of these. These are like for your whips. You can put a little poodle on your whip if you're into that sort of thing. These is basically the only way to get like free skins for your classes. It doesn't let me look at the helmet though, but like, you know what I mean? You get like a little bit of swag for the free 10K. I mean, 10K is not that crazy of an amount, but you say you get some little armor upgrades and stuff like that. And then the deployables, these are actually useful. All of these are useful in their own right. So I would check these out, take a look at them, see which one you want first, and then buy one of these first when you do get enough. I would say get the whip first, the little Jeep. It's just hella useful to have that joint in your pocket all the time. It's like a little Halo mongoose. So you can either press U make the redeploy, or you can walk, not to this terminal, this is not a terminal. You can walk to, not this terminal, this is the mission terminal. So I'll show you this real quick. You got a bunch of missions you can do every day. You know, you get some free guns. This is a good way to get free guns. The drill, that's probably like the best mission, like overall. Shit, I might even do this, because I don't have that gun. This is I don't know what I would call this. This is like, basically this is your long-term goals right here. This is in this section here. I don't know what button this is. I know all these have buttons, but the only button I know is M. So I just press M, and then I click whichever button I want to. So right here, you'll see, like I said, long-term progression. You see where I'm at. Well, I got a long ways to go. But so these are your quests and stuff like that. You get your bounties on your guns. Like for example, I'm doing the heavy assault. So, oh no, I'm not doing the heavy assault. I'm doing the weapons, the LMGs. So you can track your progress and stuff like that here. You get stuff for doing this. You get cosmetics. You get points. So it's once you find out how you want to play the game, it's worth it to look into the directives tab and figure out what it is you really want to do. Because if you see every weapon, they got a classification for it. You see, I've done multiple on this character, but basically every type of weapon, every sort of play style, they have a quest line tied to it. So this is like, I wouldn't say it's late game content, but I would think about that once you understand what the fuck is going on. Take a look at that. The campaign gonna come back soon. If you play within the next few weeks, they're gonna drop the next part of the campaign. It's actually pretty okay. I fuck with it. So this is how you join it. You just click here, and then let's go to the bases. That's the mission. Call that terminal. Whatever. Here we go right here. Boom. Let's go on to Esamir. Warp. So every time you spawn in, you're gonna spawn in at the warp gate. You know, could be your name, right? You warp to the gate, warp gate, rocket science. So as soon as the game load, you feel me? I'll show you what's up. So when you spawn in, if you spawn in and there's people, you know what I mean? Like it's just a couple other right here right now. But if you spawn in and there's people, what I normally try to do, I normally try to catch a ride with somebody. You see the plane right here, probably ain't like I try to hop into a plane real quick and see where life takes me. I'll put my own whip. Like these are video whips here. Lanes here. Put the whip here. They got the little markers right there. You got all your whips here. All the whips have a cost, like I said. And this cost is to balance the amount of overpowered stuff you can use. But in this case right here, it's 7 in the morning, there's nobody in the work yet. Just hit U, and then while you hit U, I hit M, and I started to zoom out the map and take a look and see what's going on. So in Planetside 2, there's no real, how can I say, the game did not give you, my game is super loud by the way, hold up. This shit is loud as fuck. There's no real direction given to you. You know, the game don't tell you what to do. It's really on you to find what it is that you want to do, and that's really based on your play style. But as a beginner, what you want to do is you want to find where the fight is at. So you'll hover over, you see like I say 0% on the right side. You see 1 to 12 dudes, allies, so fight with them. You see right here. So you got a couple dudes, it's a 55 to 45%, that's probably like a 1 or 2 person difference. And then this little right here, so every spawn, I can't really see the regular stuff. It's different types of spawns in the game. It's the base spawns, which is these circles right here. Then it's the van, the sunderer, is these square looking, I don't know what these things even look like, but it's a van here. I'm spawning to these are the van spawns. These vans, they like mobile. You can park them. So these spawns can really be frag out! You can spawn on these, you can spawn on the bases.
Have extra ammunition!
Here, spotted!
Everybody gets out.
Eyes open, enemy heavy! Frag out!
I'm gonna leave this after I die. The vans, they spawn you anywhere. So you see how we spawn and we like right on top of the motherfuckers, because you can park them basically anywhere. But then if you go to a regular base, the base spawn, you see the base is going to spawn you in the spawn room. So we in defender, spawn in the spawn room, probably. I mean, you could also spawn in the van, but as an attacker, you 90% of the time you're going to spawn on one of these right here. And it's going to be in a weird spot like how that one was. Like, so you gotta be a little more aware as an attacker, because you're normally gonna be like right into the smoke. So as you look at the bases, like that fight that just left, that's like the best fight on right now. You can tell it's only like 20, 30 people in the game right now. This is really the only place that is going down it right now. See this base empty, this base empty. You really want to like feel the bases, I guess, with your mount and see what the fuck going on, you know, where it's going at. They got a lot of dudes over here. They got a lot of dudes over here. Sometimes it's the faction, like sometimes it's purple, for example, like red and blue, it look like they're having a good fight here between these two bases, but as purple, we can't really get over that. So sometimes
is with you.
Like sometimes we get locked out of the best fight, you know what I mean, but it's like a cycle. So you really gotta use it out and like try to understand where the people will be at and then pull up there. Because the game does not tell you like, hey, go here. Unless you hit J, and the game like picks a spot for you to go to. You hit J, that's the game picks a spot for you. And then you go there. You see these guys in the left side. A lot of times when you attack, the attack is not successful. I say at least 50% of the times when you attack a base, the attack is not successful. You gotta get used to that. It's more about just the thrill of the battle. So yeah, you spawn in, and then you're in the base. Now, once you get to the base, this base is kind of a bad example because it's not really.
Generator repaired.
If you hit H, it'll make your map bigger, and it'll give you a breakdown of the demographic. That's H right there, so it's useful for both. Because once the fight gets like this, it's really nothing for you to do. You know, I think once you get a fight like this, and the fight already like wrapped up, normally they kill the vans. That's how you like when the vans die, the fight is over. You know what I mean? So normally what you do, you pull a whip, or you press U, whichever you want to do. You know, if you feel like driving, you drive over. Let's see, everybody going over here. So I'm gonna drive over there. around you. You can just go after it. If you don't feel like defending this, or if you really want to get right into the smoke and hit you, you'll just fuck, I got off the back here. You'll just spawn in on one of those vents. You see like these vents right here? That is the green spawn room. Like, there's no more vents, but these blue markings like this, that's the green van thing that I showed you from this base over here. So if I was to hit you and redeploy, I could spawn at these. Even though sometimes you wanna ride, homeboy? Get your ugly ass. You see? People can hop over this shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to where the smoke at.
I am in your debt. Bravado.
So to do those ones, hit B, you put the number, so B, whatever. Well, that's the drill right there. So you gotta control the drill. So this is the drill right now. You see, I just got the step to the drill. Grab the drill. Fight. I don't want to be red already. So this is what I'm talking about. See, you go to the points here, you push the points, make sure everything's straight. It's a little bit harder in the morning because the mornings is very slow. You know, like this time slot that I normally playing, which is right now, it's very, very slow. The game is not meant to be like played with only like 40 people, 50 people. The game is meant to be played like at full capacity, you know, with 2, 3, 4, 5, however many people it is in the server. So it's a little bit weird playing at this hour. I guess it's meant to kind of demonstrate to you what's going on. So you see, if you look on your map, we got A and B already. So the homies, they ahead of me already, but I'm gonna go with them. They all pushing the C point. There's a timer on the top left, or in the bottom left. I guess it's the middle left. Or the timer on the left.
Spotted an enemy heavy.
Somebody just spotted me.
I spotted enemy heavy.
So yeah, push the bases. You capture them, you defend them, you do all that shit. I left my bike. I should have took it with me. I'm probably gonna walk back and get it. You spot with Q. You hear them say against spotted the enemy heavy. You see an enemy, you press Q on him. Let me see if I can go right now without being smoke. If you press Q, they show up on the radar. Somebody got smoke. So they definitely down there.
Spotted enemy
It was more so to prove the point. You see the van right there. So the attackers, especially this guy, I think this guy's the only guy here. As the attackers is really, really tough. Because you gotta push from the van, you know what I mean, to all these points. I don't know why there's a red guy here. It's a blue base. Let me explain to you before this base gets to know why this base is great like this. So every base has a little line attached to it. It's called a lattice line. So how do I explain this? Okay, so from one base to the next, you can only capture it if your base is connected to it like this. You know what I mean? With the line attached to it. So if you connect, you see how the line is like indented here. If you take a base that is in between two other bases that are not directly connected, the base gets cut off. So, for example, blue owns this base, but because the base is cut off, blue cannot spawn here because they don't, you know what I mean? They control it, but they don't control it like in a gameplay sense. Basically, it's in their control. It will count as their points. Blue's in a prime alert.
Victory has not eluded us.
Because it's cut off.
Fight harder.
So that's really the tactical way about it is the way the lattice kind of controls the flow of the combat game. See what I mean? So, because the red people, I'm guessing what red did is that instead of pushing this base, they pushed this base right here, because this base is connected to the middle. See what I'm saying? So by taking this one base, they don't have to take this base. This is not. And if you look at the fight now, it's blue's base, but red and purple is fighting over the base. Because blue, I don't know what blue is doing, but blue is not responding to that. They're trying to keep their base. Because blue will have to take this base. If blue takes this base, they don't have to take that base again, because it's already there. You feel me? And as soon as they take that base, they can spawn back to this base. You feel me? So that's that about the lattice. Looks like we got a couple more fights going on. Like I said, the vans, you see those same spots I was pointing at earlier, those are the vans where you can spawn it. And then, okay, these little things right here, when you showed me, when I was watching your stream, you showed me one of these right here. These is basically tactical insertions. So when you join a squad, I think the squad gotta have 3 people in it, maybe 2 people in it. You get a tactical insertion. So when you put this down, anybody in your squad can spawn on it. And they spawn in a little drop pod. Sometimes if you press J, you spawn in the drop pod instead of using the van. So let's see if it spawns in the drop pod. Sorry, I'll show you what the fuck it is. This is actually like some space level shit. Alright, I didn't spawn in the drop pod. So anyways, yeah, so you use those. And yeah, man, that's basically it. That's basically the flow of gameplay. You move from base to base. You use the vehicles both inside the bases as well as in between the bases to establish position. You see, like I use my little van right there. I use my little flash right there. Me and the homie pulled up at the fight, and we capping the base even though I left. You know what I mean? So it's little ways that you affect the flow of combat. It's like, for example, I pull a van, the van seats like 12 people. So if there was a lot of people, I just pick all their asses up, try their asses to the next base, and then park the van. Let me show you. I'm gonna pull the van just to show you how it is when you pull it. So when you pull the van, it's like little red circles on the map. See how the whole base is in red circles on the map right now? So you can't park the van. You press B to park the van, by the way. B is a boy. You cannot park the van in the no deploy zone. You see the red circle? That's the no deploy zone. So you only can park it. You can still like get out and leave it, but this is not like you can't spawn from the van. It's just like this. We gotta be guard. You gotta be like parked. You gotta press it. It's called deploy. Yeah. So you gotta deploy it first. And then once it's like this, people spawn on it. I got the stealth on mine. The stealth is like hell, but that's another point. Do you change your class and all that? While we here, we talk about the classes. So we got 6 classes in total. I guess 5, because this one is like, I'm gonna pull it. This one is just like, I ain't gonna pull it actually. This one is like basically is like a juggernaut. So if you see these dudes, you might as well fucking run. At least as a beginner. As you begin to understand the game, you'll understand when you can fight these guys. But in a straight up fight, you're basically always gonna lose to juggernaut. I mean, it costs 450 out of 750, so it should be at least a little bit overpowered. And yeah, it is. So you got your 5 classes here. Every class have a gun, a secondary, a tool, and then you got your slots down here. The tactical, that's where the bike gonna be at. And anything that you buy from the shop I showed you earlier, it's gonna be in the tactical shop. The tactical slot. You got your implants, which you went over. You got a couple perks here as well. You see one clove. Another clove, and you got, I think this clove gives you armor. This one right here, you can't use your gun, your main gun, but the cloak basically lasts forever. So they all have pros and cons. The weapons, there's a lot of weapons in this. Like I said, the weapons cost certs. Now they also cost money, but the game is not pay to win. Like, I mean, like a lot of new players be like, man, this shit pay to win, da da da. Every single gun in the game that is not a reskin. Like, let me see, this is a reskin of this gun, but it's the same gun. You know, the reskins cost money because they like way. I wouldn't pay $12 for this shit, but that's just me. So, you know, you get your most guns is 1,000 certs, some is less. So every gun you can purchase every gun in the game. So that's just to squash the whole this is pay to win, da da da. You can purchase every single gun in the game with certs. Same with upgrades. The only thing that might be a little bit pay to win, it's not really pay to win, it's just like pay to cut the corner, you know what I mean? if you drop money into implants, you'll get the implant you want instead of like having to farm it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how they get you. It's like a gotcha game sort of thing. And that's basically it. This is the campaign area right here. I'm gonna take a plane and fly over there just to show you. It's pretty dope. But that's really it. Hopefully I don't get fucked up. Hopefully I don't have to fly these mugs. Oh yeah, you can pull vehicles from the load screen. As long as the enemies is not capping the base, you can see how they capping the base here. So I won't be able to pull a vehicle from here because the enemies is touching the point. As long as they're not touching the point, you can pull a vehicle. Plane, you feel me? I just want to show you this. You can take a look at it when you get in the vehicle, it's gonna be a first person like this. So to get out of first person, press B. Right over here. So I might get shot at. Campaign, they just leave the map and all that. Take it easy. Hopefully this shit help you.